High school hoops talk with the talking heads. I'm your boy E. Tally. I got a very special guest. That one, let me say I apologize for not getting you on sooner. I promised you I would get you on when the season started for your basketball season. But all the way from Soto Mayor. Go ahead, special guest.
My name is Jasiah Saunders, class of 2025, number one at Sotomayor High School, and I'm here today to talk to my man, Coach Tally.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, man, let me give you your flowers now in front of everybody. Great job.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you.
job, man. And I think with the Gasso, last time I saw you,
Mm-hmm.
and you had that
Yeah.
breakout weekend. You guys kind of
Hmm.
started slow. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I
Started
remember. I
slow,
remember.
and then you guys, again, you guys just start rolling, and
Mm-hmm.
your play from there start going like this. Your stock start going up.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I saw you guys again at the Alamo Hoops deal. You
Mm-hmm.
had a phenomenal weekend that weekend, if I'm correct. I
Yes,
saw
sir.
you in Round Rock, and I saw you also in San Antonio. So again, man, and then now you guys, if I'm correct, have made the playoffs.
Yes, sir. We made the playoffs. We're officially secured a spot.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yes, sir.
The talent you guys have, again, I think is predicated on some of your great play that you've been doing. You've been showing how much of a leader you are, uh, how locked in you are to making sure you do your job. And I think it all starts with you. And I think that's why you guys are where you're at right now. So congratulations to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Let's get this thing rolling, okay? And make sure we are recording. Yes, we are.
Sure.
All right, here we go. As a standout player with your unique skills and qualities, what do you bring to the court that makes you stand apart from your competitors right now? Especially being in that tough district you're in.
Mm-hmm. For me, I'd say the leadership and communication. Like when we play other teams, you hear like their communication to one another, and it's not the best. They're yelling at each other, cussing at each other. Like with me and my team, we like to keep it calm. We like to talk to each other like man to man, be like, hey, you're doing good, but you can work on this, you can be a little bit better here. And everybody listens to everybody. So if I say something to another person, that person can turn around and tell me something I'm doing wrong, and I'll listen to have my full attention. And that's it just helps us come together as a team, really. And that's what's helped us make this playoff push.
Well, again, you've shown that you have you played on a really good AAU team last year, and you
Mhm.
showed your communication of talking to the guys that you had with you. Again, like I said, your push began for me watching and just seeing your play, getting to the basket, strong. Your size did not stop you, and just the way you attacked the goal was really good to see. Shooting the ball well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like that part of your game also. So make sure you let people know that, hey man, don't let my size fool you. I can take it to
Mhm.
the rack. I can score from all three levels too. All
That's what a
right.
lot of people think. A lot of people think, they see my body, they be like, "Oh, he's skinny, maybe weak, this, that, and the third." But I do lift, so when I get in that pain, I will bump you, get my and ones, get to that free throw line. So yeah.
Good. All right. So, what's the most valuable lesson you've learned from your coaches about your leadership and teamwork? Not just this year, but just throughout your whole,
Mhm.
4 years in high school.
Growing up, like I thought leadership was just, you have to lead only by example. Like you have to be the best at everything. You have to be the best shooter, be the best like defender, be the best finisher, like everything. But leadership is not just about that. It's the things you say, the actions you back it up, the little things, getting into practice early, leaving late, making sure, somebody has a ride, like is on the court stuff, but there's a lot of off the court stuff that you have to focus about being leaders, checking in on somebody in their family, making sure they're doing good. If somebody misses practice, like not being like, "Hey, you can't miss practice. What are you doing?" Like going off. It's, "Hey, is everything good? Like, is there anything I can do for you?" Like, and if there's something I can do, making sure that I do my best ability doing that to help them, so that everybody can succeed, so I can succeed. My coaches, the team, everything, and like what my coaches have told me this year, is not the things I say, it's how I say them. So if I tell you, "Hey, come on, like you got to get that rebound. What are you doing?" like that could make somebody's head go down. That could hurt the team. But if I'm like, "Hey, you're doing good. I know it's hard. I know you're banging in that paint, but that one rebound, I know you can do it. That one rebound, I need it. I need it." And then it goes a long way.
It's really big of you to say that. That is so true in leadership, to where as though, the way you approach certain things and how you come at people, you can get so much more doing it the right way. So good to hear you learning that right now and then seeing you taking that approach. That's awesome, dude. That is really awesome. That is
So,
awesome. Good stuff. All right. Can you share a memorable moment from your high school basketball career that truly defined you as that player and that leader that you're talking about right now?
mm, there's a lot of moments, but I'd probably say one moment this year we had a tough loss to O'Connor, lost by two. Last second shot, just coming down the stretch, we had a couple turnovers in that locker room. Everybody's just going back and forth on the bus, back and forth, back and forth. So I was just like, hey, like I asked coach, hey, when we get back to school, can we have a team meeting, like just the players, just so we can all talk to each other, talk about what we need from each other, what we can do better, this and that. They're not going at somebody, not cussing them out, not going for their family or something, saying something that they're gonna regret, but just sitting down and being like, hey, look, you're a great player. We love you, but hey, down the stretch, just take care of that ball. Or hey, Jasiah, like swing that one more. Like I know your job is to score, but like, hey, swing that one more. It'll be there and it'll get back to you. So just really going to my coach as that leader and being like, hey, we need to have this team meeting. And after that, we rattled off two or three in a row, and now we've secured our spot in the playoffs.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I love it. I love it. All right. Growing up here in San Antonio, which you did do, right? You grew up here in San Antonio. So the legacy of the Spurs is here. So do you look so how has that influenced your basketball career? And then if it did, which I know it did, it had to, because you don't have to be a fan, it's just somewhere it
Right.
impacts your life. Who was that player that really stood out from the Spurs? So it's a two-part question.
Growing up watching the Spurs, probably Manu, just like how he did everything. Like he seemed like he did everything well and nothing that bad. Like he was all out on defense. His hustle is everything. Shooting, you needed a shot, bang. He could pump fake one dribble, get to that midi, get to the lane, Euro step. A lot of my transition finishes, I Euro, and that's that Manu Ginobili. So. I say Manu and just having that Spurs mentality of that one more and not just playing for yourself, but
Mhm.
playing for your team.
And I'm glad I got to watch you play, not just this year, but last year.
Hmm.
Uh yeah, you're right. The year before, you are a very unselfish player. And again, playing with a lot of your friends that are really, really good. So you guys
Right.
complement each other. So to see you play unselfish, there you go. Okay. That makes sense. That makes a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
sense. All right. So what's the biggest difference between your high school and your AAU basketball circuit team? What's the
Mhm.
biggest difference? Or what's the difference in play? Not so much the team, but just what in the
Right.
play.
I'd say it's about roles. High school, you need to know how to play a role. You need to know how to do your job because your little job could impact the team tremendously. In AAU, it's not really like every man for themselves, but you can go and get yours a little bit. It's a bit more ISO ball. It's a bit more like catch the rebound and you're trying to go coast to coast, get your highlights. But a lot of coaches don't want to see that. Like they want to see you get the rebound, pitch it up, run your lane, get the easy layup, swing that one more, see that backdoor cut. And then high school, you got to know how to play in the system. You got to know how to play a role. So I know AAU, my role, I could play make more a little bit in AAU. Like you said, I'm playing with my friends who are great players. So I know if I'm driving to that left side, dribbling at somebody and they backdoor, I could dump it off to a Trey Martin, a Cameron Garza. They're going to get that baseline dunk. So it's just playing a role. It's playing a role. That's the main thing, playing a role. I know at school my role score, facilitate, rebound, but mainly score. We need that score so that we can get the stops, But not only that, we're going down the other end. We're giving them pressure. You know, swing, swing. I'm coming off, getting downhill, and I know if that big man step off, I can dump it off. If he don't, I'm laying it up. So it's just it's playing a role. Really, that's what it is.
Okay. Well, give a shout out to who you played with last year. I know you'll be being picked up this year, going somewhere.
Mhm.
Give a shout out to those guys real quick, and I like to always make sure to do
Uh,
that.
there was a lot of people. We had people come and go. We had Amari, we had Nate, we had Javi. I know Javi's doing his thing out in Kingsville. He's playing pretty good. We had we had a
Give
lot of people.
who you play for last year? What team?
I played with SA Premier last year,
There
and
you
then
go.
2 years
There you go.
before that, I played with Pro Skills. So
There you go. There you
yeah,
go. We appreciate that love right there. Appreciate that love.
yes
Thank
sir,
you.
yes sir, yes sir. And we had Damian Joyner. We
Yes.
had
You
Damian.
played with some
He
dudes,
played.
man.
Yeah, he
You played
played
with
with
some
me at
dudes.
Soto. So.
You played with some dudes, man. You've been one of the players who had the opportunity to play with a lot of good 25s
Mhm.
that is here in the city that's all making some noise. So like I said, that this 25 group is really a loaded group of kids to, hey man,
Mhm.
y'all are really talented. So so
There's
you did your part definitely.
there's a lot of people that have had crazy growth, especially since the summer. Elijah Hubbard, he's grown a lot. He's averaging like a double double now at J. He's catching it, drop step dunks, catching oops. We played them earlier on in the season,
Right.
and he seemed like he was getting out of his shell, but now he's really broken out. He's getting to his midi, catching shoot threes. Like he's really coming together pretty good. And then Cole from Lee, Cole Treese, he's taking a
Yes.
big spot. He has a big role at Lee. We played them, but he was unfortunately injured, so I never got a chance to like have that one last go around with him. So
Well, this is not one of my questions that I have, but this is off the
mhm.
cuff here. And I noticed you love playing with good players, but I noticed one thing about you love playing against your friends.
I
What
do.
about that? Cause you get excited. Like you're one of the few
Mhm.
kids like, no, man, you my buddy when we finish, but I'm going at you right now.
It's that
Where did that desire come from? Where that drive
it's
come from?
that competitive nature in me. Like ever since a kid, I've loved playing against my friends. Like we can go out. It could be all peachy peachy. I could pick you up. Hey, let's go to this pickup run. And then as soon as you get picked on my opposite team, like if I score on you, like hey, it's up. Like I'm going at
Yeah,
you every
yeah,
single time.
you did.
And
Because
then,
I remember watching you play against James, my nephew,
hmm
Livingston. Oh man,
yeah,
you really you really took the opportunity to make sure you played. I mean, you played hard. You didn't like,
mhm.
especially at practices. You didn't back down. You wasn't afraid of the moment. It's just you are a true competitor, man.
I was a college level athlete. He's crazy good. Like his quickness, everything. So if I can get to where I get a little bit off on him and I really get under his skin to where he's going at me, not only does that make him better because I'm not just gonna let you just walk all over me, but it's also getting me better because I'm guarding that. Like you make a move, I'm there. Like you make another move, I'm there. Like we're going back and forth, defense, offense. So it's really good and it's helped me become the player I am today.
Uh, Again, like I said, I didn't get a chance to see you a lot this year, but
Hmm.
going into the school year, man, you played some great games. You showed that you can play, so you are definitely that a great competitor. And I'm telling you, college is gonna be happy to have you. They're gonna be happy to have you. You are definitely one of those dudes. All right, here's my next question. What in your high school, only high school, or just
Hmm.
throughout your whole basketball career,
Yes, sir.
which of your teammates inspired you the most, and
Mm.
why? And why?
I'd say there's a core six. There's seven, six or seven, six. There's like six, seven, eight people. But
Hmm.
it was that pro skills team the year before I left. So it was me, Ian, Matt, Cam, Trey, Kike, Damien, and I believe that's it. And Antoine Ferguson.
Yes.
We all went at each other. They've really inspired me. Like there's a lot of stuff that I get from them, their parents, everybody. Like Ian, his trash talking and stuff. Like when we played Johnson and stuff, his trash talking. Cam pushing me all the time. All the summers that we worked together. Trey, how he's pushed me, how I've seen his growth and development. Kike, his shooting and everything, bro. Kike shooting is crazy. I'm
It
talking about
is.
quick trigger, knockdown, Kike. And then Damian, I play with him. Ferg, his athleticism, just seeing him go from barely dunking to back scratching stuff, like that's crazy. And then Matt, I've been going at Matt since I was a freshman going into sophomore year. Me and Matt, we went back and forth in tryouts. He got moved up to that EYBL tryout, came back, and then we were paired together in that backcourt. So that was scary. It's just it was everybody. We were such a great team. We all just pushed each other to be the best we can be.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So, getting ready for every game, do you have any rituals or things you have to do every game, pre-game, to make sure you have that game that you're looking for to have?
Yes, sir. So first, it sounds kind of weird, but like I like to listen to calm, like slow music, so that I'm not
Okay.
like a lot of people like to get turned like amped up, like hey, bop their
Yeah,
head, like
yeah.
hey, let's go, let's go. I like to be smooth, like calm, like go into the game. I'm level headed. It helps me
Yes.
see everything more clear. And then I do the same stretches every time. I stretch the same way, and then my coach likes to do this thing. We all hold hands and we take a minute to just we either pray, take a deep breath, whatever, like just to know that we have that family and that brotherhood all around us. And then after we do that, I do my 20 jumps. So I do 20 off 2 feet, 20 off the right, 20 off the left, 20 back and forth, and then three big ones, and then I'm out.
hmm
I'm going. And we're going to
Okay.
warm ups, and that's my pregame ritual every game.
All right. So in that play that on that playlist, you said you want some cool, some calming music. What's
Hmm.
in there? What should we listen to?
Ooh. There was like a week period where I listened to Beethoven.
Really?
I'm being so serious. It
I
was
believe you.
Symphony number 5, I believe. It
Okay.
was it's a 9 minutes of just piano.
Yeah.
And people
Okay.
thought I was weird.
No, that's not.
But
That's hey, that
that was the
never
week I
get you in
actually
the.
got player of the week. I got San Antonio Express
I
News
see
player of the
that.
week
I
for
saw
that
that,
whole week.
and that's what made me kind of like, hey man, let me look at. I went when I saw that,
Hmm.
I was like, okay. I went and checked your stats and everything, and you were doing your thing, young man. You were doing your thing. You
Yes,
had a
sir.
few 20-point games, and I was like, oh, this dude's playing. This dude, he
Hmm.
told me he was going to. Again, like I'm telling you, you told me you were going to have a good year. I don't know if
I
you remember
did.
that
I did.
conversation. You was like,
I do.
Coach,
I
watch me.
remember.
I'm gonna do
Hmm.
my thing. I said, okay, sure. All you guys say that. And
Right.
sure enough, man, you taking care of your business, and that's the part I love of about you. You're not saying it. You never say it in a trash talking way, but
Hmm.
more of in a competitive way. That's what made me really gravitate to you. And watching you in Kingsville when you were out there, and you were just like, nah, man, I'm not gonna be denied, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna do my thing. So that leads me to my next question. As you look ahead, as far as next year, hope you're going to be playing college basketball, and you're going to be
Right.
somewhere. What aspirations and goals do you have for yourself that first year in college,
Uh.
academically and athletically? Like, what are some of the goals you're going to strive for,
Mhm.
athletic and academic?
Academically, just making sure I choose the right major to set myself up in life, and not making sure that I'm just in class and going through the motions, but making sure I'm really retaining the knowledge that is being taught to me, so that I can actually do something and be something with that knowledge that I'm learning. And then athletically, building my body, playing, getting that experience, and just learning from the others around me, from the seniors, juniors, sophomores, people that have been there. And then I can also learn from freshmen, the people my age, learn from the coaches, everybody, like just improve myself, just be better than I am the day before, and just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep building up.
So you mentioned major. What in school interests you as far as your major opportunities that you have, as far as like the majors like business, medicine, or trade? What grabs your interest?
Right now I want to do something with business for sure. But
I was gonna say that, man. You like a business person.
mhm, yes, sir. And then possibly like communications as a minor. I've heard a lot of people tell me I'd be great with communications. Like I'm a great people person, great
You
talking, like,
are.
and I'd be great with communication. So that could possibly be a minor of mine as well. So
I was going to give you kudos, and I try to just say, unfortunately, in life, the basketball has to stop bouncing, and
Hmm.
I wish a lot of you guys would, take the part of the communication part more serious, and to say, hey, that could be something I can get into, because again, everybody's not going to always make it to the it's not going to make it to the, the big dance. So with
Hmm.
that being said, you don't have to go that route. You still can be in sports and you can do things to where as though like you said, communication. So I think definitely you're showing you're looking at the right lenses right now. So it's good to
Yes, sir.
hear.
Yes, sir.
All right. If you can give any piece of advice to any younger basketball players, let's say seventh grade and eighth graders, because I always say that's the
Mhm.
first tryout to high school basketball, what would that advice be to prepare them for high school basketball?
My advice would be yourself, be your own player, stay your own path. And don't listen to that outside noise, the people telling me you can't do it, you can't do this, you can't do that. And listen to the people around you, listen to your parents, listen to your coaches, listen to even just the people in the bleachers that are like, hey, you had a good game, like this and the third, you could really shoot the ball. But hey, your defense at sometimes is a bit lackluster. There's some steals you could have got in the passing lanes, but you're just sagging back and you're not up in defenders. You don't got your hands out, things like that. Just listen to everything, retain all the knowledge that you're getting. No matter what it is, and the constructive criticism, keep it as a constructive criticism. Don't think of it as, oh, they're bashing me, they're being negative, they're being negative, they're being negative. Like
Right.
keep your head up. Just be your own person, be your own self, stay in your own lane. Like be who you want to be. Don't be who people want you to be.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Stay level and focus. I like that. So with saying all that, when did you decide and you said to yourself, okay, I'm gonna take basketball serious. I'm really good at it. Let me take this thing to the next level and be really, really good. Because you got a hell of a work ethic also. You put work in. I remember watching you at practice. You didn't take plays off. You did every drill hard. I mean, you didn't just chill because you were good. You actually
Right.
put the work in, let everybody know, hey, if I'm working hard, you got to work hard too. So when did that
Right.
all click for you?
Um, I started realizing it and really putting work in probably after my freshman year. Like when I got here, I realized how behind I was. Like people were coming off of middle school seasons. I didn't have middle school basketball in Virginia,
Mm,
so I was coming off and I was behind already. And then with the coaches at Harlan, which I was going to at the time until Soto opened up, a lot of people were tapped in, and some of the freshmen they were on varsity, some of the freshmen were on JV. Like, and I was realized I was like, oh, I'm behind. Like I really got to do something. So just putting that work in, that freshman going into sophomore summer helped me become not only a varsity player, but a varsity starter at Soto and averaging the most on my team, the most assists, the most points. I was top three in rebounds, leading in steals, like everything. So just that work that I put in the summer and the people I played in that summer and played with, that helped me elevate my game as well.
okay. Okay. Two more questions before we ask a fun fact about yourself.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite subject in school? And then give a shout out to your teacher, whoever that teacher is that
Ooh.
runs that class.
Um, my favorite subject. Ooh.
Or class that you have.
My favorite class that I have.
Hmm.
Right now I'd say my favorite class is probably English, but the
Okay.
thing about English, it's my hardest class because it's a college class. So
Okay.
I do get my college credit from doing that class, passing that class, and everything.
Hmm.
It's my hardest class, and I do appreciate my teacher, Mrs. Kamer. She's the best teacher I've had by far. So
Okay.
she's
Shout out to
always
Miss
there for me.
Cambridge.
Yes, of course, of course. Shout out to Miss Kamer. She's always there for me. You know, if I am missing an assignment or something, I can email her. I could be like, "Hey, do you have it?" And she won't come back at me and be like, "No, that's your fault." Like blah 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 blah. She'll be like, "No, I don't have it," or "I do have it. I just haven't gotten to it." Like she's very open with me. She's very helpful. Like she understands that I am an athlete, so some days I will miss, and she'll help me out with that. So shout out to Miss Cameron for sure.
Okay. Okay. All right. Last fun question before we get to the fun fact. TikTok is, it was gone for a while. Now it's back
Right.
again. We don't know how long. Are you the kid that does the TikTok viral dances? And if so, what's the last one you
So
did?
actually, yes, I am. Freshman year, I did a little TikTok dance with my some of my friends, my teammates. It
Hmm.
blew up, got a couple million views and whatnot. So
Okay.
my following shot up from like 300 to 15,000.
Okay.
But over time since freshman year to now, it's dropped a little bit. But I still do those dances. I'm at like 9.2 thousand now. So
Okay. Give us your TikTok handle then so we can follow you.
it's King underscore Cardi 15, I believe.
Okay. No worry, we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
check that out. We're gonna make sure we tag that on there. And then
Yes,
now
sir.
give the audience a fun fact before we jump into the rapid fire.
Oh, a fun fact. I like to do like video editing and video shooting and whatnot. So like just filming funny videos and I'll edit them like of my friends or editing my own highlight mixtapes or editing Instagram posts or anything. I like to do a lot of that stuff.
Wow.
I like to also be on the like the school news, school announcements and stuff. So if they need somebody in the AV teacher, I used to have
Mm-hmm.
his class for 2 years, so
Okay.
he's really tapped in with me, like he knows me. So he'll be like, "Hey, you want to come on the news and do this segment, or you want to invite people to your basketball game or something." So it's
Well,
definitely it.
just for you saying that, when you come home for the summers, I'm looking for an intern. I'm letting you
Hmm.
know right now, I'm looking for an intern. So I need you I need you to come over here and give me some help.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Bet. All right. All right. Let's go rapid fire real quick.
Got
All
it.
right, here we go. This is a two-part wing question because this is a
Mhm.
Super Bowl weekend, so everybody's gonna eat wings today.
Right.
We got buffalo hot wings versus any other flavor. Which one you got?
Any other flavor?
Oh, okay. What flavor is that?
Um, Either honey barbecue or lemon
Uh,
pepper.
okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay. All right. Drums or flats?
Flats, 100% flats.
All right. Pancakes or waffles?
Ooh. I'll go pancakes.
All
Pancakes.
right. Lemonade or iced tea?
I'm a tea guy. I'm a tea guy.
Okay. Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade.
Eagles or the Chiefs? Who you got?
I'm going with the Eagles because I just don't want Patrick Mahomes to win, and I don't. My assistant coach at Soto, Coach Blaine, he's a Chiefs fan because he's from Kansas City. So I don't want to see him walk up into practice and he's all bragging and stuff. Three P, oh this, that, and the third. So
Okay.
I'm going with the Eagles.
All right. Whataburger or In-N-Out?
Whataburger. I hate In and Out with a passion.
Got it. Big Red or Fanta?
Fanta.
Uh, Pizza or burgers?
Ooh. I'll go burgers.
Tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Coke or Pepsi?
Ooh. Coke. I'll go Coke.
French fries or onion rings?
Definitely French fries.
Got it. Hey, Mr. Saunders, thank you again for giving me this opportunity. Like I told
Hmm.
you in the past, man, whatever help you need, anything you need from us, we got you.
Yes, sir.
You had a hell of a season this year. You continue to keep doing what you're doing. Your stocks are rising. Keep
Yes,
playing
sir.
hard. Hey man, let's go three
Thank
rounds
you.
in the playoffs, okay?
I got you. I got
All
you.
right.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
thanks again, man. You did a great job too.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Thank you for everything.
Hey, this is gonna air